Mr. Fun Sin, you're one of the presidents of the Canadian Chinese Benevolent Association, are you?
Yes, Mr. Davis. I'm glad to meet you here today.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be here. I wonder if you could recall for us offhand just when the Chinese people first came out here to Canada.
The sizable number of Chinese came to Canada is around 1880 for the building of the CPR Railway.
Oh, our first transcontinental railway.
That's right.
Why did the company go so far away to China to employ some of their labor?
That was due to the Chinese would do lots of work that other Canadians may not do. Then, of course, that their labor is cheaper, and that would be beneficial both to the company and as well as for the Chinese themselves.
Oh, yeah. Now, did they intend to stay when they first came out here?
No, they had no intention of permanence here. The idea was to amass a little fortune and then get back to China to enjoy their remaining days of their lives.
Well, they wanted to make a big fortune and return as rich men, did they?
That's right, that's the idea.
Now, the fact that so many of them stayed, is that because they didn't make this fortune?
You hit the nail on the head, Mr. Davis. The wishes did not come true in many cases, and they just had to stay here, not on account that they would like to, but the fact they had to stay on account of economic questions.
Well, now, in those days, I imagine they had many problems getting settled here and finding employment and that sort of thing?
Yes, that's right. For instance, such as color and language they didn't speak, and that addressed the different from others that kept them away and also give them many difficulties in getting jobs and employment.
It was rather difficult for the Canadian people to accept them because of the differences. Is that so?
That is also. The blame could be on both sides.
I see. Now, of course, there have been many changes since then, haven't there?
There was, and there has been good changes for that matter. After the Second World War, and particularly in 1947, the BC government gave the Chinese the franchise to vote and enjoy as other Canadian citizens. And they have been very, very grateful for the government that they did that for us.
I see. Now, has this changed the original attitude of wanting to someday return to the home country?
Yes, it did. The Chinese have now wished to stay here permanently, and you could see that what they're doing right now is for that purpose. And I could give you a sign example, is that the Chinese used to send the bones of the dead back to China for reburial. But there's no such idea right now.
Oh, I see. They're quite content to live and be buried here in Canada.
That is right. They want to be part and parcel of the land where Indians reside.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Fun Sin.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.